All right, everyone, welcome back to What Am I? Today we have David. David, thank you so much for making the time for us, man. Definitely appreciate it. I'm glad you didn't ignore me a second time. The first time.
I'm so sorry.
He drove by and I said, damn, that's a nice Civic. But he was focused, trying not to hit anybody. I know you didn't ignore me on purpose. Yeah, no. Or maybe you did, because you know how much I feel about the Civic. But we won't get into that. Well, thank you so much, man. Tell us, what do you drive?
I got a 1998 Honda Civic.
1998 Honda Civic.
Yeah.
It's a little beefed up, huh?
A little bit.
She squats. She likes to go to the gym. We can tell. Yeah. Well, before we get into your build and then how you got into cars, tell us a little bit about Monrovia Alignment.
Monrovia Alignment, I started about 6 years ago. I was 24 when I opened up shop there. I do alignments, anything from your basic cars. I do track cars, drift cars, drag cars, corner balancing and suspension installs. I do tires as well, new tires. I have some used tires, not too much anymore. But yeah, so alignment related stuff.
It's a one-man stop just for all track purposes.
Yeah. But I'll do everything, So I'll do mom's Camry or something. It's all any car.
Camry to go to groceries.
Yeah,
definitely. Obviously, I will put your information on the description so that you can, anybody from in the LA area or even the outskirts of it can definitely go get your services. Thank you for that, man. So, David, how did you even get started into the whole car world? Where did that bug start for you?
My dad working at the shop since I was a little kid, pretty much. Even middle school, getting out of school and then going straight to my dad's. He does general maintenance, and I actually started wrenching with an Eclipse.
Oh, so the DSM.
Yeah, the DSMs, yeah.
So at 12 you start wrenching?
Yeah, I would say 12, 13. No, I was in the shop. I wasn't
Because your dad has a shop of what?
It's a tire shop, general maintenance.
Okay, so he's the one that kind of showed you the ropes, and he had that, and you were just able to hang out, learn.
Yeah, so I wasn't dropping the trans at 12. I was brooming.
That came at 13.
Yeah. So I was brooming, and they answered the phone. This is how you answer the phone. This is how you talk to customers. Put these tires in order, stuff like that, and then it just kind of grew from there.
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah, so I had that white Eclipse. 17. Well, it was a funny story because that car sat at my dad's shop for years. It had a bad timing belt. It was a lowered 99 Eclipse, and it just sat there. And I saw it at first, and I was like,
Did you like it? Yeah.
No.
It's bulky.
Yeah, it looked weird.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure not the only one. But once Fast and Furious came out,
all of a sudden,
hey Dad, I know that car runs now. Is it cool if I drive it? So. And then it was non-turbo. At the time, I didn't know they had turbo cars. Mm-hmm. So I did a intake manifold, like an aluminum intake manifold or sheet metal.
You weld that yourself?
Air. No, I just bought one.
Just bought one. Okay.
I bought one. I didn't tell my dad. I just eBay it real quick and then have it sent to the house.
Still stock? What do you mean?
So, that's what I would do.
I'm sure you didn't tell you that you would drag race, right?
Oh, no, he would. He was very supportive of the stuff that I did.
Oh.
After he started noticing that I kind of like doing that stuff. So,
okay.
Yeah, he let me do, pretty much whatever.
So that Eclipse became your car then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and ended up becoming my car through high school. I would take it to the drag strip. I would borrow some slicks that would hang around the shop and just mess around. Even though the car was slow, but I
that was fun though.
Yeah, it was fun. And then I ended up turboing that car. That's when I realized, they have turbo models for this car. But it was fun. Turboing that car was a really great experience.
A lot of headaches?
Kind of, but I learned a lot.
Well, yeah, definitely.
We pulled the motor. We did a rebuild. I did it there at the shop. He showed me.
How cool is that, man?
So we did all that there. And
so fast forward, you're in the whole Mitsubishi. I know you mentioned you had 4 or 5 of them, or 4 already, right?
About 4, yeah.
So when did you come over to the dark side?
So this was recent. This was maybe 2.5 years ago. I've had this car for about that long, and I bought this car as a daily.
Okay, so 2.5 years ago, you're like, okay, I'm in the search for a daily.
Yeah.
Honda's definitely,
I hated Hondas.
You hated Hondas?
I hated Hondas, yeah.
All those straight pipe D series guys killed it for us, right? 3 in the morning. I got you.
Yeah, so.
So how do you kind of decide on a Civic? I mean, you could have bought a non-turbo DSM again.
Yeah, I could. I mean, I
You're like, no, I wanted something reliable.
At that time, I still have it actually. It's a 91 Buick Roadmaster wagon. Yeah.
What? Okay.
Yeah. It's lowered. It's got like Boyd wheels. It's like all 90s out.
Dope.
And I'm planning to, work on that one later. Mm-hmm. But that's the one I was dailing, and that thing gets like 7 miles per gallon. Yeah.
And you're watching it, right?
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, I need to, get something that's a little bit more gas friendly. So my friend was selling this one, but it was all bone stock and everything, and D series, and I've heard that they make like 25, 30 mpg. I don't know too much about Hondas at the time. Mm-hmm. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll pick this up and start. And I love the gas mileage, mm-hmm. but I didn't have really any intentions of doing any of this. But at the time when I got that car, I was probably maybe 4 years into the shop. Mm-hmm. And I realized that in order for me to do alignments on track cars and all that, I need to learn. I want to be behind the wheel of one and mm-hmm. learn how a car, feels and mm-hmm. behaves on the track and everything. And I looked at the Civic and I was like, okay, I think this is, it's time. So it started with the steering wheel, and then it ended up into this. So
you didn't want to go with the Buick wagon?
No, a little too heavy.
All right, man. Well, yeah, this is absolutely beautiful. Obviously, I don't think it's your daily anymore, right?
No.
I had to guess. Yeah. So what are you dailing now?
4Runner.
The Buick wagon.
No, it's still at the shop. I'm planning to put airbags.
Nice.
So airbags, I'm gonna get it repainted, refurbish the wheels, keep the 90s look on it.
Oh shoot.
So that'll be a nice one. But
maybe back in the truck. Gas is expensive on that one.
I know, right?
Pick up in a Accord then.
Yeah, I know. You're just so nice.
Pick up an Accord and then do all this to it, and then sell the Civic. No? Okay. All right. Well, let's get started. In the front end, tell us what do we got going on.
So this is a M&M factory style Widebody, so okay. It's not the real one. So I mean, a lot of people maybe like to pass it.
And that's where everybody logged out. Yeah. No one's watching anymore. I like it though, man. I like it. It looks very aggressive.
Yeah, it fits really well for it being not the real kit. It fits really well. I mean, it's got its little areas here and there, but it was built as a track car, and I didn't want to spend too much money on on the body kit if it was gonna accidentally, I was gonna go off or something. And
have you gone off for?
I have gone off.
There you go. So
and yeah,
you planned it ahead.
Yes, so it worked out. Yeah, so it didn't hurt too much.
It didn't hurt too much.
So yeah.
Nice. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, when did the idea to go wide body begin for you?
That came right after a semi truck clipped my car. So I was parked outside the shop. Semi truck was pulling in, and he clipped my fender. At the time, I had TEs. They weren't reps, but they were real TEs. And he clipped my fender here, clipped the door, and he dragged it a couple feet back.
Oh gosh! Now you went in there.
Yeah, it was just parked outside. So, they ended up going through insurance and everything, and they paid me out. And
the logical thing to do,
of course,
wide body,
not the bills or anything. Yeah, you got to get the wide body. So it already had a little bit of damage on the other end. So I was like, yeah, just go all out. Why not? Have some fun with the car. Yeah.
And then the front end, that front splitter, that's part of the kit as well?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
That's the complete. The only thing I think it comes with the wing. I don't remember exactly. I do plan on getting a really big chassis wing just because. Mm-hmm. Just to complete the look.
See, you're a Honda fanboy.
Now
I love it.
Now I am.
Now you are. Okay, cool. Love it.
Yeah.
So. You're like, just because. You have a reason to it. You don't know why, but you just want the wing, and you will get it, sir. Yeah. I love it. Yeah. That's awesome. It comes with the front lip, very aggressive design. Any future plans for the front end? Venting?
Yeah, I do want to probably fix this hood is actually off of 96 to 97. No, 96 to 98. And then 99 to 2000, it doesn't have this part. So I actually went to the junkyard and didn't notice it until like a year later that I went to go put the front grille.
You are a Honda newbie, huh?
Yeah.
That's okay.
I was like,
I wouldn't know that either, but hang out with all these Civic dudes. They tell me all. That's the reason why they go 2000 front end.
Yeah.
Little things.
So.
Gotcha. So we're in the search for maybe a different grill or something.
Maybe like carbon fiber hood, get the right ear, and then yeah, so maybe we'll see.
Just throw money at it, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
But it looks very aggressive though. It looks very, very mean, man.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I was kind of going for.
The car obviously will stay like this, or are you planning to respray it?
I'm actually planning to get it wrapped.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because I don't want to again like
off track. Yeah.
paint it, and then I've been to the track a bunch of times, and the way the I go to streets a lot, so it's close by, and you know, I kind of want to learn the track. But going off, and there's dirt, debris everywhere, and rocks. You know, I don't want to get a paint job and get it chipped and everything. So
planning to do like a livery?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love it.
Some kind of livery. Yeah.
That'd be
Still in
dope.
the works, but yeah.
That'd be dope, man. All right. And so obviously you said the wing, it didn't have the wing, so you bought the wing separately?
This has always been on there.
Oh, okay. You bought it like that?
Yeah, I never. Yeah, that was the only mod done to the car when I bought it. It was bone stock. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Then the side skirts also come with the...
Yeah, the side skirts, the front and rear fenders.
So it's like a ready to go, makes the car
Pretty
extremely
much.
aggressive. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it definitely worked out. The only thing I don't know if the real kit comes with a proper lid for
gas
the rear.
cover.
But the one that it came with was just literally a cap.
Well, when you're racing, you gotta put gas right away. You don't want to about that.
Yeah, you don't want to forget your cap on top of the hood like I did last time.
Did you?
Yeah,
Oh God. You are a Honda guy now.
Super new mistake. Yeah.
No, it happens. It's cool, man. Okay. Which brings us to these wheels. Tell us about the wheels and tire specs, man.
So these are Rota grids. They are 15 by 9 minus 20 all around. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
It fits perfectly though. I'm kind of surprised because you said all around, so square setup, right?
Yeah, square setup.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So
interesting.
It did fit perfectly. After trial and error with some wheel adapters and a bunch of spacers, I ended up finding this setup. So.
And then tires, which is extremely important. That is your expertise.
Yes.
What tire sizes and brand are
they? This is a Hankook RS4 in a 245/40/50.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love how it's extremely beefy, but with the wide body, it looks like a normal tire. But it's really beefy tire.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it made a huge difference at the track. But yeah, it kind of covers it really well. So.
How do you like it at the track?
It's great. I'm just trying to get used to it again because now that it's turbo, it's twice as fast.
It's twice as fast.
Yeah. So yeah, I was driving it. Last time I went, I was driving it still like my B20 because I used to be on the stock B20, and it's a completely different animal.
Yeah, like I cannot take that same line.
Yeah, no.
My braking has to be different. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. We'll discuss that boosted live too, though. But that's cool, man. Tell us a little bit more about your suspension pieces. What suspension are you on? What other suspension goodies do you have?
So this it's on S3 coilovers. I believe it's 14K in the front, 10 in the rear. When I built the car, I like taking the approach where I do one mod and then take it to the track and then try it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the coilovers, and then what else have you added?
At the time, I had bought basically the True Hearts catalog, basically. So it still has all those parts.
Okay.
They haven't failed me yet, so I'm gonna keep using them until I feel like I'm ready to take it up a notch.
Okay.
The car feels great the way it does, but it is a True Heart front upper arms. It's got True Heart rears. No, I'm sorry, it's got Skunk 2 rears, Skunk 2 lower arms. It's still the stock lowers in the front.
Let's talk a little about interior.
Sure.
Or lack of, I should say.
Yes.
You can open it up and then let us know.
Yeah, of course. So.
A ver, David. Vamos a ver. Perfect car for a daily.
Yeah, definitely.
So tell us, man. I guess what do we don't have?
So we don't have any of the interior except for the dash. Yeah,
That's
everything
awesome, dude.
Everything is gone. Yeah, the only thing really in here, obviously the NRG was nice enough to sponsor me with the Mexicali seeds. So thank you, NRG. I'm running their harness. These are Cusco bars that, I mean, I'm gonna be real with you, I haven't even bolted them in yet.
Ooh.
I only got the back ones bolted in.
Actually, this is the first time I see those, though. The Cusco.
Yeah, they were
on the
kind
side.
of rare. I think they're kind of rare, but and then I have
Nice piece. I like that.
yeah, thank you. Ultra Racing, the X bar.
Speaking of nice piece, damn, that thing is
yeah,
beautiful.
all of the Ultra Racing stuff in the rear.
Wow.
So they kind of gave me a hookup on all that stuff as well. So it definitely helps. The car feels nice and stable. Eventually, I do want to go with the full cage, but for now, this works fine. Yeah.
Tell us a little about a beautiful screening in there. What is that? And I mean, that's pretty cool.
So that is my tablet that I use to corner balance cars, and I ended up downloading the Honda app on it, or Hondata app. So the Hondata is currently connected to that tablet. So I was planning on getting gauges, like the wideband on there.
Hell no.
And I was like, no, yeah, I don't need to do that anymore. So I was already planning on like, oh, I'm gonna cut out the AC duct and all that, and I was like, no, I got what do I got on there? Miles per hour, gear, speed.
That's so
RPM,
rad, dude.
Cooling, was it battery, boost pressure? So yeah, it works great. It's a very janky bracket that I made last minute. I still got to trim it and fix it a little bit, but
it's a
it
Honda
works.
Civic. It has to be janky somewhere.
Yeah, so it works.
I love it, dude. That's
thank you.
cool. That's a nice little upgrade.
Yeah.
And I personally like it. You know, the gauges give you like a nice throwback look, but that looks cool. You know, like
Yeah.
You know,
especially at night, it's like Fast and Furious. You know?
Damn, how crazy. That's
Yeah.
cool. Tell us about your steering wheel and then your shifter assembly.
So I'm running the Momo steering wheel. I forgot what the model is. It's actually like a drift style steering wheel. I kind of like how it feels. The other ones, like I was previously running the Monte Carlo, and it felt a little bit too small. But that was when I was beginning to drive.
Oh, okay.
So I'm actually planning to go back to that one and see how it feels.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And then it's running the NRG hub, quick release. As far as the shifter, it's a hybrid racing shifter. And you can adjust the throw, make it a short shifter or leave it stock, adjust the height. So that was a birthday present from my girlfriend. So.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Cool. Any future plans for the interior?
The interior, I want to get like door cards for it. I haven't even really looked into it too much, but I'm going to see who makes them. I'm pretty sure someone makes something for it. I have seen people put like those plates on the bottom. I think Checkered Sports makes them or something. So I look into that too. And then that's pretty much it right now, to be honest. Oh, and then fix the bracket. Yeah, that thing looks pretty bad.
The bracket looks good.
Yeah.
Leave the bracket there.
And then, like I said, the roll cage and all that later on. But for now, it works. So.
And then since we're back here, tell us about your exhaust system.
eBay special, all the way.
eBay special, 5-inch.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be a Civic if you didn't do that.
Yeah, it's I believe it's a 2.5-inch, might be all the way back.
Oh, 2.5. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's all eBay.
Yeah, it's all eBay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is that for
fine.
you?
It works fine.
Yeah?
It's kind of, I mean, it's not that loud.
Drony?
A little bit, but it doesn't bug me. But that's the stock exhaust that came with the car.
Okay.
So I just.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep racing. Keep having fun.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's talk power plant.
Power plant. So it's got
We gotta look at it.
Yeah, let me open it.
Were you trying to tell us without showing us? I saw you, David, and you were about to say it has a K24 boosted.
K24, that's what everyone thinks it does. It has.
Here comes the B series. Let's see. Nah, it's 1JZ.
1JZ.
Dun dun dun.
Finally find the latch. Where's the latch?
I don't know, man. I don't think this is your car.
I don't think so. There you go.
Nice. No K series here.
No K series.
There's so many people that like this motor a lot, so they're like, yes, I'm finally somebody boosts that one.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is freaking rad. Wow, it looks so proper, man.
Thank you.
Tell us, what are we starting at?
So this is a stock B20.
I love how you started with stock.
Yeah, it is stock. It's a stock B20, stock blocks. Nothing's been touched on that B20. With a full Greddy kit, turbo kit.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it's an 18G turbo. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's still on 91 pump.
Okay.
It makes 240 to the wheels, 250 torque.
Whoa. See, but that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a great number right there,
Mm-hmm.
especially like you mentioned, like if you take it into the track and learning,
Yeah.
that's more than enough.
Yeah, that's way more than enough, trust me.
Well, right now,
Yeah.
I was about to ask you, is it more than enough for you?
Yeah, it's fast. I'm
It's
still
fast.
trying to get used to it because
Yeah, 240 is a lot, man. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start a little bit by the front. What intercooler are you running?
This is it's a Greddy intercooler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's got a Greddy intercooler. It's got a Greddy oil cooler. So it's got the AM fit or the lines that go all the way to the back. It's got a Skunk 2 radiator.
The plumbing, who did the plumbing?
So this engine used to be in my buddy Mang's car from Threes Racing. It was in his track Integra.
Okay.
And I was B20 at the time. I was NA, and my trans was starting to slip. So I was still on the LS trans, and I would go in the third and it would grind every time. So I was looking around trying to get a trans, and he hits me up. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be parting on my car soon. I have a trans." I was like, "Oh, all right, cool." He's like, "But I'm also selling everything else."
I love how that made sense in your head.
And I was
you
like,
went from a grinding
Yeah.
third to like, wait, let me
So full
boost the
swap.
car. Sorry, so he
Yeah.
says, I'm selling everything else.
Yeah. So I was like, how much? He gave me a number, and I was like, all right, that makes sense. All right, let's get it. Because I was on the fence between the B20 and the K series.
Oh.
So I kind of wanted to do K series. I kind of wanted like a LS or B20 VTEC. It's kind of what I was first going for. And then everyone nowadays is going K series. I mean, you look at every Civic nowadays, almost all of them have
Yeah.
K series. And I wanted to not jump on that wagon and kind of just keep, the B series on the EG.
You'll jump on the
EK.
wagon eventually.
I hope not.
You know how many
trying
people
to-
are like,
yeah.
just wait. Just
Yeah,
wait.
so he let me test drive the car before we took it out, and just felt right. It felt good. I liked it, and yeah, that's pretty much how this engine's in here now. So I'm not taking credit for it. All of this was in his car. The way it's routed, he gave it to me into pieces, but I put it back together.
So the whole setup that you have right now was his setup that he had on his car?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, because you had a B20, and the B20, did they blow up, or the B20 was fine?
That B20 is fine.
So it was just a transmission that you're like, okay.
Yeah, I needed the
you,
trans.
oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
No, but this is very nice, though.
Yeah.
A completely different car, I'm assuming. Like you mentioned, when you take it to the track, you're like, whoa, like now. A little bit about the fuel. Do you know the information about the injector sizes and things like that?
Yeah, these are RC, I believe. Yeah, they are RC 440s.
Okay.
So it's still a 91. It's got a Walboro fuel pump. Yeah, that's pretty much it on the fuel. Yeah.
On Honda.
Yeah, on Honda. Yes.
That's cool, man.
And then the car was tuned by Eric's Racing, so big shout out to him. He's been taking care of my car. So.
And speaking of that, do you mind sharing? I mean, you mentioned numbers already. Can you remind us of the numbers again, and then how many pounds of boost are you pushing?
It's 240 wheel, 250 torque, on 8 psi. Yeah.
Very nice.
So that's how you keep the B20 alive, is by not boosting too much. So.
I thought the way you keep the B20 alive is by not doing anything to it.
Well, that too. Yeah.
But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. I love the strut bar too.
Yes, that was DC Sports hooked me up with their strut bar. They make really good strut bars. I mean, these go pretty far back, so I've always loved how they look.
They look very, very nice.
Yeah, so I'm planning to get the rear one, but I haven't put it on yet.
Gotcha. Alrighty, David. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for meeting me up, sharing your story, for not ignoring me this time. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
Tell us, man. Any shoutouts?
Yeah. My dad, obviously, over at Monrovia Tires, for basically letting me run loose and, you know, letting me kind of do what I want to do as far as like cars and just supporting me this whole time. You know, he's never like told me not to, you know, do something and just do what you believe in, and you know. So yeah, that's what he's created pretty much. Yeah.
This is a monster he's created. Yeah. It's his fault.
So, yeah. My girlfriend, that tire girl, because of her, I pretty much wouldn't be where I am right now as far as like the shop and everything, and yeah, a lot of credit towards her. But yeah.
Awesome, man. Yeah. It sounds like you have a very supportive system, and that's the most important above anything. And I'm so glad, man. You know, it's cool that that you're so transparent and saying like, hey, at one point I disliked Hondas, because a lot of people that now have Hondas were at the same boat. And they just, you know, and a lot of people that don't drive Hondas that dislike them, they have no idea what they're missing out on.
Exactly.
And let them, it's okay.
Yeah, more Hondas for us, right?
Let them, because then this car's already going up in price like crazy. Yeah. So let them think that they're, you know, their Subaru or whatever they're driving, they're, you know, it's much better. But thank you for the time, man. I really appreciate it. It's an amazing build.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to see what you take, you know, moving forward. But thank you so much for your time, man.
Of course.